This is one of my most anticipated manicures of the year because these are my honeymoon nails and I need them to last for like 4+ weeks. So stay tuned to see exactly how I did them so that they last for a long time and also so that they grow out seamlessly and don't lift or chip because I'm going to Europe and I'm not going to have any of my nail stuff with me. First, I'm taking off this really cute sparkly pink manicure. I actually filmed a video for this set too. If you're interested, let me know. I wore this for the Oregon Nail Expo and my friend's bachelorette party and they were so perfect and I am obsessed with how sparkly and bright they are. I sadly only had them on for a couple of days, but I knew that I wanted to wear something a little bit more neutral for my honeymoon because I knew that I wanted something that would just kind of grow out seamlessly, and pink doesn't quite do that. So I'm not soaking off my gel, I'm actually just doing a rebalance, which means that I'm removing about 80 to 90% of that pink manicure and then prepping on top of the remaining 10%. I like to use that carbide bit to do the majority of the work, and then I'll switch to a sanding band to just smooth out any remaining gel or any ridges that were left behind from it. I'm being really careful and hardly applying any pressure here because my previous manicure, I actually didn't use a separate base gel because the builder gel that I used had one built in. There's really just not as many layers and I want to make sure that I'm not going to harm or damage my natural nail. Prioritizing natural nail health is really just at the core of everything that I do and everything that I share on my page. I'm always trying to be as gentle as possible to avoid any damage. Okay, let's move on to cuticle prep. I did just do my nails a few days ago, like I said, so there's not too much to do here, but I just love using a diamond bit to lift up the skin around the cuticle pocket and the sides of the nails. Doing that makes all the difference with getting a very close polish application. There's just like no skin or obstacles that are in the way hanging around your nail. If I ever skip this step and there's something in the way and my polish clings onto it and it floods, it drives me insane. I can't handle it. So it's worth it to me just to spend a couple of minutes to, lift up the skin. It makes such a big difference if you haven't tried it before. I always do a fully dry manicure, but I am using isopropyl alcohol to cleanse my nails of any oils, and also this brush will help get rid of any dust that was left behind from prepping. If you want to learn how to prep your nails like I do, I have a class on my website that teaches you this exact method. I'll have it linked down below, and I'm also going to link all of the products that I'm using down below in the description too. Okay, so the main goals of this manicure are to make it last as long as possible. I also want to keep the layers thin so that it grows out really seamlessly, and that will also help prevent it from lifting. And I need it to be cute and fun, obviously. Let's address the first point, which is making this last as long as possible. And one thing I'm doing here for extra insurance is using a very sticky adhesive base gel. The builder gel that I'm using actually has a base built in, but I knew I wanted to use a separate base too because it's just an extra layer of insurance. And the Cocoa's base coats never let me down. They are the best at preventing lifting. For the second point, we want this to grow out seamlessly, and that means that we need to keep all of the layers as thin as possible. So with the base gel, I'm just making sure that I'm only using what's necessary. And as you could see, my nail is nice and thin still. Another thing that's going to help my nails last long is having a strong free edge and no missing corners. A strong free edge helps the hard gel grip onto your nail and prevents separation of the flimsy free edge from the gel. This nail is kind of my problem nail. It doesn't have a very pronounced C curve and it causes a lot of breakage. I can talk about that in another video too if you're interested, so let me know. So I'm also using this jelly gel to reinforce the sidewalls and corners of my nail because that will help keep it strong on those growth points and hopefully prevent any extra breakage. All right, now we're moving on to builder gel, and today I'm going to use the Accents Trinity, and this is the shade SW1. This shade is so gorgeous. If you like Nail Thoughts Baby Cakes base, I think you would love this one, but this one is a hard gel and it's a little bit harder than the Nail Thoughts, and I've just been loving hard gel recently, and I've also used this one before on my nails and I knew that it lasted really well, so I was confident that I could make it last for like 4+ weeks. And another thing I love about hard gel, going back to point 2 with the seamless grow out, is that you can apply a thin layer and it keeps your nails still really strong. You can still get a good amount of strength with soft gel. I still love it too, but by nature hard gel is just a little bit stronger than soft gel because that's literally how it's formulated. This one has a thinner consistency than some other hard gels that I've tried, and it levels really nicely. I actually think that this is not too different from Nail Thoughts if you've tried it before. And Nail Thoughts is one of my favorite builder gels, so I really have been enjoying using this one. If you're interested in hard gel and learning more about it, I have a bunch of resources on my Substack that I'll link below if you want to read more. I always like to shape after my builder gel is applied, so I just refine the surface a little bit and then shape my nails into my desired shape, which is kind of like a squoval. And now to address point 3, which is to make my nails really cute, and I'm going to be using this new magnet gel from Cuticle. West. This is the Unicorn Candy Magnet Gel, and I am obsessed with this so much. It's the best collection they've come out with probably ever. This is in the color Peach, and I think it goes with the Builder Gel so nicely. But in addition to having a peachy sheer base, it also has champagne gold magnetic particles. And also, the best part is that it has holographic glitter magnetic particles too. I feel like it's the best of both worlds because it's a nice neutral manicure that will grow out really well. And it's also got that really fun rainbow shimmer to it. It's kind of hard to see it on the camera in this lighting, but stay tuned because I have some really good shots of it at the end. I just think that this is like the most beautiful color. It's just so peachy and golden. It's perfect for summer. Oh, you can see the rainbow a little bit right there near the tip. Also, a tinted builder gel really helps with keeping the layers thin and growing out the manicure seamlessly, because instead of needing to do 2 coats of this magnet gel to have the peach kind of come through, the builder gel already had that pinky peach hue to it, so you really only need 1 layer and it still looks nice and peachy. So for counting the layers, we have 1 layer of base gel, 1 layer of builder gel, 1 layer of color, and now we're on to our 4th layer, which is top coat. And I'm using this new top coat from Cocoist. This is the totally glossy top coat, which is scratch resistant and it doesn't get dull. And their top coats are literally the best ever, and I find that my nails still look really shiny after 4+ weeks, so this was just a no-brainer for me. This top coat has a medium viscosity, so you are able to encapsulate your design with it. And I don't really have a thick design obviously, but I am doing a nice even layer because it kind of makes the magnet gel pop even more and sort of gives it like a nice 3D effect. Okay, close up on the final nails, you can really see the rainbow in the sunlight. It's absolutely stunning. This collection has 5 other colors in it. I've used a few of them and I'm obsessed, and I would highly recommend it if you haven't tried these yet. They're just so gorgeous. I love them, and I feel like I accomplished all 3 of my goals with this manicure too. Stay tuned to see how this manicure lasted, and also if you're interested in learning more about heart gel, what kind of content are you interested in seeing? And in general, if there's anything that you want to see from me, let me know in the comments down below too. This is kind of a short and sweet manicure. I loved it so much and I had the best time on my honeymoon too. I'll be back with another video soon. Make sure that you're subscribed because I have lots of exciting content coming up. And if you're looking for another manicure tutorial, I would highly suggest this one that's right here on the screen. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye!